Hello lovely people, it's Yasmin here, tuning in to the Earth Magic Energy Update for May 6th through the 12th. Now remember, energy flows, so it might not resonate with you today, it may resonate with you another day. Alright, I am going to get stuck straight into it. I don't feel like waffling too much this week. Alright, so I've written down some notes. Planetarily, we have Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn are all in retrograde. Now they're all of the big planets, meaning that they're further away from Earth and they're slower moving. So, and they'll be in a retrograding phase for a little bit longer than, say, Mercury, which is closer to Earth and tends to do a 3-week cycle normally. So things are moving, but they may be moving slowly. Okay, there may be stops and starts this week. There is an energy around this week that feels very much about you getting very clear with your boundaries, okay? What you'll put up with and what you won't put up with. What your respect and your trust, okay, in yourself, and how far are you willing to stretch that with others. Okay, how many chances do you give people, basically? You can love unconditionally, absolutely, you can love unconditionally. In fact, that's our goal, is to love unconditionally. But how many times do we get burnt by people because they don't respect us or they break our trust? Yeah? So there's a fine line this week, and it's about you learning that. And that's all come up from this Taurus new moon that we had on Sunday, yesterday morning, and it was a beautiful new moon. It felt very nurturing, very comforting, very supportive, and you may have noticed it yourself. I've been feeling very much the need to clear another layer of emotional debris and emotional baggage, and to step into my light another few steps. Interestingly, and that's normal. We are going to do that. That's part of our growth, that's part of our involvement. We are going to plateau at times where we need to integrate, we need to rest, and we need to heal from anything that we've been carrying, that we've let go of. It's going to create a space, okay? And if we're removing, let's just say we're removing stuff out of ourselves, it's A, there's going to be a wound from that removing, and B, we need time to heal that and knit that wound up so it becomes stronger for us, and therefore more protective of us. So we become more resilient, and we also become more discerning as a result of the lessons we learn from that wound. But we do need time to rest and recuperate. The interesting thing is, though, we'll still be feeling quite joyous and buoyant, and we need to maintain that optimistic attitude in order to keep the healing going in a positive manner. But we also need time to rest and recuperate. So it's a balance. It's very much a balance this week, okay? Mercury has just moved into Taurus, the energy of Taurus. So not only is the sun in Taurus, and we had the moon in Taurus yesterday, we've got Mercury in Taurus as well. So communication is going to be very supportive, very stable, very sensual too. You may be connecting with people who love words and can entice you well with their words for the next. Now that goes to the 21st of May. So we've got a couple of weeks of that, which is lovely. So yeah, just be mindful how you speak to people and how people are speaking to you. Very comforting words with Taurus and Mercury. Now we also have Mother's Day next week, and I'd like to offer a special for Mother's Day, but I haven't quite formulated it. So stay tuned. I will do a little video for a Mother's Day offering coming soon. Okay. So this week is very much about patience, resourcefulness, balance and rest, but also staying positive and optimistic. I have the Earth Magic cards. I have the Universal Love cards. And today I was also guided to the Magical Unicorn cards. So we'll use those as well. Okay, turning you down. Yes, lovely. We'll move that out of the way. We've got a little bit more room. All right, so we're calling on the Earth Magic. We're calling on the elements, the elementals, the fairies, the guardians, the goddesses, the gods, spirit helpers and protectors. We're asking for some crystal clear guidance for this week, please. I'm going to take that one. Crystal clear guidance for the week, please. And that one. Oh, and that one. Alrighty. I'm going to call on the Universal Love cards. That one. I'm going to swap them around so they read left to right for you. Whee. And one more. One more. Now if this resonates, that's great. Give us a thumbs up, like the video, share it, pass it on. If it doesn't, that's okay too. There's two there. And the unicorn cards. Unicorns are very childlike. So there's awakening of your inner child this week. I think that popped up last week as well, but we're going to continue with that theme because I feel like there's this innocence, there's this vulnerability, there's looking through the eyes of your child at new things this week. Keep going with that. Because that's where we learn. That's where we become inspired. If we're too rigid, too consistent, we can't see possibilities, we can't see new beginnings, we can't see joy. So yeah, connecting with your inner child. Have some fun. Break the mold. Try something different. Alrighty, so what have we got? Wolf. Instinct. Pets. You love and understand animals. And abundance. Okay. So, all right, let's just tune into that. Oh, the camera's down a little bit lower than usual, so alrighty. So I'm just tuning into that for the moment. All right, so what I'm feeling this week, the start of the week with these three cards, is it's very much about you trusting your instinct when it comes to your beloved four-legged animals, four-legged family members this week, or they could be two, birds or fish. But I feel like there's trust your instincts. I feel like you are communicating really well with them at the moment in terms of they may be more vocal than usual, or they may not be feeling their best, and you're sensing that from them. So trust your instincts when it comes to your pets this week. I'm also being told that there is plenty of love for them, plenty of support for them, not only from you, but from your passed over loved ones. So if it turns out that you are required to seek extra help for your pets this week, know that it's okay, and that the funds will be there and everything will be all right. All right, things will fall into place and it's going to be okay. But yeah, trust your instincts about them. They're being unsettled. If they're unsettled, then maybe they need an extra bit of love this week. Maybe they just need to come inside for a couple of nights, or just tune in with them. Spend some time with your pets this week. Okay? which is very much, once again, inner child energy. Because when kids play and connect with animals, there's such an innocence about it. It's all open-hearted. It comes from the heart. It's all love energy, okay? And in that love energy is the abundance, is the joy, and it just overflows and amplifies. So trust your instincts, okay? And listen to your heart and your soul. All right, we have forest, breathe. Again, we had that last week. Transience and happy thoughts. Okay, cool. We're on the right track. We're on the right path. So keeping with the theme of getting outside, there is going to be healing that will occur for you when you're out in nature. Now, it's an energetic healing, okay? Nature in itself is healing. Just being outside in nature helps to break down a lot of old stagnant stuff and rewires you and clearing old stuff, so you are open to new energies coming in. So I feel that very much this week is to just slow down, breathe, and get outside, okay? I say this nearly every week, I think. Get outside in nature. But I feel that the green in particular is going to be healing, because here in Australia it is autumn or fall. So the leaves are changing color, but we're also we really need a lot of water energy. So the more you can get outside and call on the water energy, rain, water, healing energy for the earth, you'll find that you will gain benefit from that as well. This transient phase is, you are leaving behind the old at the moment. You're stepping into the new. You may not be quite ready for that yet, in terms of you don't feel strong enough. So like I said, there's time for rest that needs to occur. And during that resting time, stay focused on what brings you joy. Stay focused on your happiness. Stay focused on optimistic thoughts, okay? Focusing on positive outcomes. All right, now we've also have desert, vision quest. We get that one a lot, don't we? Spiritual growth and fear. Spiritual growth and fear. And then we have share with the unicorns. All right. So what I'm seeing with this one, and I'm feeling here, it's I'm being told to it is very much a spiritual awakening time for some people. Hello. A spiritual awakening time for people. And those of you who are sensitive, who are empaths, who are change makers, who are light workers, who are light warriors, who are creatives, you are here and you're going through a new phase. You're releasing the old and you're opening up to the new, which is very much about spiritual growth. But if we have fear, which is a natural human response, fear, because we've been programmed to question everything and doubt everything, know that we can rise above that fear, okay, and stay in the positive aspects. This is where your happy thoughts come from. So you can rewire your brain to think and focus on happy things. Try not to be emotionally attached, because that's what fear is, false evidence appearing real, okay? Now, your vision quest is part of you going or having or being in a new spiritual phase. You're moving through a new spiritual phase, and you may feel very isolated at the moment. You may feel very alone at the moment in these energies. And for good reason, because this is about you strengthening your character, strengthening your soul, strengthening your heart, and understanding that you are exactly where you're meant to be, exactly where you're meant to be, and the path ahead will reveal itself each step of the way. You may not be able to see 10 steps in front of you, but you'll be able to see 2 steps in front of you. Okay? And I'm being told that, you know, share your experiences with other like-minded people. Share them with other like-minded people in order to amplify the energy and the love and the support of growth. Okay? So the words for share is, when you share, everyone feels happy. So there's big, beautiful energies around transitioning this week. There's lots of transitionings. There's lots of sort of downtime happening there, and it's all very much about you feeling supported and being supported. But balance. All right, so the underlining energies, we have radiance, summer solstice. So this is it's coming into summer in the other part of the world. Here in Australia, we're slowly moving into winter. But what I feel is this is about you connecting with your own inner light, trusting your own inner light, shining your own inner light, nurturing your own inner light, and feeding that by doing the things that you love. All right? Miracles. So listening to your heart, your soul, listening to your heart and soul. There's that inner light again. If you know that something's going to happen for your highest good and well-being, but you've got nothing to prove it with, but you just have this knowing about it, trust that. Okay? Miracles occur all the time. You've got to trust and believe that. Oh, how perfect. Relax. Everything's okay. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. All right. So that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I'll move those over here a little bit more so we can get everything in. So ultimately, the energies, the underlining energies this week are, there are going to be some beautiful magical experiences. New beginnings are occurring and new things are coming to light. Listen to your heart, listen to your soul. Take time to nurture that and connect with your spark, your divine spark, by doing things that you enjoy, okay, as inspiration, because everything's going to be okay. If you sit and you worry and you stress and you complain, you're going to squash all of this new stuff coming in, okay? So stop doing that. Know that it's okay. It does take a long while to rewire yourself, but it can occur. You've got to believe in yourself and in your journey at this point in time. And connecting with animals, being outside. All right, does that make sense? All right, I'm going to leave that there. We've reached the 18-minute mark, and that's still 3 minutes too long as far as I'm concerned. Namaste, beautiful people. I do readings and healings online, in person, or video recorded. You can find me at Yasmin's Light Studio Facebook page, where we can book on there, or you can email me at yasminslightstudio@gmail.com. All right, stay tuned for a Mother's Day special coming soon. Have a beautiful week. Be you, be true to you, and shine your inner light and see through your inner child's eyes. Namaste.